Now let's look at this content saying, you don't bother nobody, but they still come for you. You just really want to be left alone. Now let's see, who is this for? Let's move forward to another reading. This reading saying, their big plan backfired. A screenshot made someone look bad. And they're bringing it to themselves. Then you can see at the comment section saying, damn, that suck. Lol. And then, next to that, you'll see, they're not that intelligent. If you notice a pattern in this community, there's a clear pattern that they're attacking a target that they always try to portray as someone who's dumb. But like everything else that they do, every evil that they say someone did is what they did. It's projection. So when they say looking bad, it's probably looking bad for their own fraudulence. But we'll always say someone else who is their scapegoat as looking bad for showing a screenshot that actually tells all of it. A screenshot that tells how corrupt and wicked these people are. They will always tell people that someone is dumb. But if you think about it, these are dumb criminals. Or, along with them, are people who will just blindly believe any storytelling tarot reader out there and wouldn't even question anything at all. It's stupidity. But if you think about it, this all makes sense. Because if we classify these bullies as a group of narcopaths, which are known to be gangstalkers, these are narcissists that often attacks the intelligence of those they perceive as intelligent due to their own insecurities and jealousy. They don't understand the concept of emotional intelligence, but sense its power and envy those who possess it. Now, this envy will lead to sabotage, where they attack the character of the intelligent person, privately or openly, weakening their confidence and effectiveness. Now let's move on to another content creator that hears in dreams and interprets it to people and says that it was from God. She said, the season of accusers falling silent. She mentioned in this reading that someone will be publicly humiliated, which we already tackled that anyone who says this, who's a prophet, a self-proclaimed prophet, is a huge red flag. We heard these people talk about public humiliation, yet we all know that they're the ones committing. and is subjecting their target into humiliation ritual abuse, which in truth is satanic humiliation rituals. And to clear your minds of mindfuckery and gaslighting from all the switcheroo and flip-up scripts of these false prophets, false light workers, karmic tarot readers that are destiny swapping, no one else is accusing but them. And I will give you a clear picture of what humiliation ritual looks like in real time. Big time. All of these tarot readings I'm about to share are all readings that within the same time frame at this time. And what stands out to me is how different readers seem to echo similar themes, narratives, and language patterns, which is an obvious coordination or the organized assassination of this gangstalking. Let's look at this reader saying, "You outsmarted the cult. The backfires are hitting and they are scared. Watching to see how much you know." So if there's an exposure happening right now, like a big corruption, who do you think is scared? I don't think it's me, but it is them. But according to the tarot reader, it was someone else. So she portrayed a Leo significantly to be a villain in here. First, it was hazy whether it was she or he, but in the end, it was a she. So she portrayed this Leo horribly. And of course, there's always a triangulation in their stories because that's the persecution, right? That's how they will inflict pain on you, where they will try to uplift another and antagonize you. So like in any patterns in their attacks, it's always another person that is outside of a marriage. So this Leo allegedly abandoned a partner in a marriage and that she did so much shit towards this person. But this doesn't end here. Let us look at the comment section. There was one person who said, "The mockery teacher is in great pain." It's funny because we know that psychopaths do love to intentionally inflict pain on their victims. So like everything else, this storyline was, if I was the villain, it was all flip. I'm not the one who doesn't want a commitment. And if you make sense of the whole story, this karmic community targeting me and the person that they were targeting me with, it looks like someone as a third party who was working with this group, who is in truth the cult who's trying to kill me. Also, if I'm not in a good relationship with a spouse, I can assure you that I am not 100% the reason why it is in a chaotic situation. Because maybe there's someone out there intentionally creating chaos in the marriage, then play victim and collaborate with this group to create a smear campaign about me. So she also mentioned in this reading that this villain sacrificed someone and sold their soul. Something like that. But if you think about it, in reality, if I was the one being antagonized for years and years, I was the one being sacrificed. Then she followed with another reading saying someone is using children to control another person. And she was trying to point this to a Leo again. All I can say is marriage will never be perfect, but nothing is harder than being in a marriage and having a bunch of psychopaths who wanted you isolated and wants to intentionally break your marriage. Then moving forward, let's go to another reading. Like everything else, as I have mentioned, it's resonating with all of the readings. It was also about a couple, but there's always a third person who's the victim, who got backstabbed, and wasn't chosen by this person who was stolen from. And in this particular reading, she said that this villain recruited people to hurt this victim. Well, if you have some sense in you, seeing that other reading and that comment about someone is in pain and they're laughing about it, it is obvious to everyone that someone was recruiting these tarot readers to inflict pain on me with persecuting me with lies. I was never in a cult, and I am certainly not losing everything. LOL. I'm not recruiting people to hurt someone through lies. Because someone is targeting me and doing all of that to me. And above all else, we already heard some tarot readers who... There was actually a screenshot about that, who whistleblowed that someone was paying these tarot readers to dish out fabricated stories. They were also trying to create stories now saying that someone walked away, and then they were trying to portray this person walking away because they're a liar and that they're now being exposed. Well, it's all about manipulation. If I am being silent right now, it's not because I am the accuser or the liar. I'm just busy because I have a life. And always remember that in smear campaigns, liars will always try to discredit the person speaking up about an abuse. And for the truth that you don't probably might wanna hear is this. There's one comment in a tarot reading who said that be careful of what you choose to believe in. Because when you believe a lie about a person and you acted out of a lie, like for example, hurt that person because of a lie that you just heard, or mistreat them just because of a lie, right? You start to reap karma for that. And if you think about it, if the star readers kept on lying and people, massive number of people are believing it and joining these crimes against one person, you see this coven karmic tarot readers are trying to mislead you because you all are the sacrifice. Again, I'm not in the cult. The tarot readers that you are watching are the cult and the coven sacrificing and targeting me. Probably not just me. The psychopath doesn't want you in pain for nothing. It's a demonic energy. These are demonic energies siphoning and is energy harvesting. It's energy vampirism. It is obvious to everyone who has some brains to know that I'm not working with this cult. And it is also obvious to everyone that it seems like there is a third party who was claiming to be betrayed, stolen from, sacrificed, and all that jazz, right? Who was working with this cult and is trying to kill me. These are all examples of humiliation, ritual abuse, because they were trying to humiliate someone with lies. I was doing all this ritualistically, working 24/7 to keep this lie alive and profiting out of this corruption. Lastly, someone says they're angry because you refused to give them the reaction that they wanted. The more reason to believe that these are narcissists. Since it's energy vampirism, this is the main reason why the symbols that they use, such as poor think, perfect, time, LOL, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, to covertly antagonize their target is to get a reaction out of their target. Because it's energy. And pain, despair, chaos are all low vibrations that are food for these demonic individuals. Or probably food for their devil. Because they were trying to sacrifice me. Someone says, they need you unstable, so it can validate them and fit the lie they told on you. Certainly. The more readings that you'll hear that this Queen of Wands is crazy, unhinged, just like A narcissist calling you crazy after gaslighting you, intentionally play mind games with you, and abuse you. This group needed me to be triggered, unstable, and be looked at as unhinged because they needed this to protect themselves out of exposure. So they needed me to be the narcissist, the liar, the scammer, the thief, the prostitute, the mistress, home wrecking mistress. Because I was the scapegoat of what they truly are, what these criminals are. So obviously, these karmic tarot readers were trying to sacrifice me. What, for clout? For their chandelier? Or to be seen as a boss bitch? And to have this mansion just to paint this illusion of fake wealth and abundance. And just to end up in prison in God's perfect time.